good morning and welcome to day 22. We're on day 22 of JanuDAILY. It snowed. It actually snowed. It's not a lot of snow, but it's more snow than we've seen in a little while. And it's very cold outside, so even though the sun is out, I don't imagine it's going anywhere anytime soon. So my prediction of the fact that I feel like school is going to be canceled the rest of the week is probably pretty accurate. The good news is my husband's job was also canceled for the day. So he's at least home to entertain the very grouchy gremlin that's living in my house. Well, at least one of them. This one I'm in charge of. But I'm gonna take advantage of that for a little while and try to get some like serious, deep focused work done, because it's been a minute since I've been able to like really focus on work without being completely distracted. And that's one of the things about being a work from home, stay at home parent that I don't feel like it's talked about enough, because yes, you're in the house and you're able to quote supervise and make sure they don't kill themselves. But if you are an active parent, which I imagine most of you are, yes? No, mommy's working. Oh. If as if on cue. I'm not gonna ignore my child, and so when he calls out to me or needs me to help him with something or just generally wants my attention, which he's a toddler, he wants my attention, I'm gonna give him my attention, because as important as my work is, my kid is more important to me. And that like constant interruption and like distraction is really, I hate to use this word because I don't want it to sound like I'm being dramatic or complaining, but it's maddening. Like it makes you feel insane. It truly makes you feel insane. And at the end of yesterday, I was feeling pretty close to being off my rocker. So the fact that the snow came at just the right time so I can get like maybe an hour or two to just sit here at my computer and only pay attention to what is happening directly in front of me. Even that's probably slightly a pipe dream, because the reality is I am the preferred parent, and so even though his dad is literally right there, I guarantee he will still make his way over here every so often. I did realize, however, I did not grab my headphones, which is a critical error, because then I won't be able to drown out the noise. But I'm already in here and I'm not leaving this room. I am not leaving this room and making myself visible for anything. I do think I have another set of headphones somewhere maybe in here, or I could text the other adults in this house and be like, if you could deliver some headphones through the makeshift cat door, that would be fantastic. So the snow day got off to a good start. I've already made a full snow day breakfast of sourdough discard pancakes, which are just so delicious. It's a game changer. I don't know if it's because the sourdough like helps them rise, but they're perfect texture. They have a great flavor. I just eat my pancakes usually with butter. And so to even just eat them with butter, it's just so much more flavor. And I made bacon and I made eggs, and we all sat down and we ate and we saw the snow outside, and it's so lovely and it's very cozy. But now I'm gonna shift gears into work for a little while they play and keep each other entertained. So let's make that happen. Another day, another sourdough discard recipe, because apparently this is my entire personality now. We are making what is called buttery sourdough discard crackers. This recipe came to me from my friend Cheyenne, and it is on my list of things I want to do this week. So I have crossed off from yesterday's video, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I have crossed off a few of the have to do's, and this is a want to do. And nothing is better than a want to do that also results in food to eat, because I also want to eat food at all times. So lots of birds, one stone, let's go. Or as my son says, oh wow, that was loud. Let's go. Can I get a let's go, Wade? Let me hear a, let's see a, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so the first thing that this recipe calls for is 200 grams of sourdough discard, which I just happen to have. I'm not gonna lie, my discard is starting to look awfully questionable, but I made pancakes with it this morning and nobody died yet, so I think we're okay. Hey. Well, my kid just fell out of the window, so. We're also going a wee bit stir crazy, Wow, that discard has an odor to it. 200 grams. Maybe I should stir it up. Let's see. I do have the oven preheating to 375. What did I say I needed? 200 and what? Just 200. So 220 is too many. Don't mind me while I fish out some discard. That's a sentence I just never thought I'd say. Let's not lick shoes. Seems like a bad idea. 180 grams of all-purpose flour. I gotta say, the Brits are really onto something with the whole just measuring via a scale and grams. What am I looking for? 180. Perfect. 180 exactly. Getting real good at this. All right, let's melt up some butter. All right, and it's also calling for 5 grams of salt. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour that in while I'm waiting for the butter. I feel like 5 grams is not very much. Ah, another perfect pour. That butter did not melt, even a little bit. That's all the recipe calls for. Now I'm just gonna throw it into the KitchenAid mixer. It says that it's going to form together into a ball. So I'll be back when it's ball shaped, I guess. Oh shoot, that pan's still in there. I just preheated a whole pan of bacon grease. Eyes are burning.
You made a break.
Okay, well, you live, you learn. Okay, this seems... Are you good? There's a ball. Now it says, cover the dough and let it rest for about 10 minutes to relax the gluten. I love saying things like that, like I have any idea what that means. But we'll cover. Alexa, set timer for 10 minutes. 10 minutes, starting now. I'll be back. Now I am supposed to lightly flour the countertop, my counter is clean, and then stretch the dough into 18 by 14 inch rectangle. Well, you know, I left my measuring tape in my other kitchen, so we're just gonna guesstimate. Listen, so the recipe called for it to be a little bit more precise in this. I am not a precise person, I'm just not. Now I'm supposed to transfer them onto a tray. I lined it with parchment paper. These go in the oven at 375 for about 15 minutes. I do sincerely apologize to anyone who has OCD. Watching that, I'm sure just sent you right over the edge. They're just crackers. These smell unbelievable. Oh. It's really hot still, but I figured the best way to taste them would be with some pimento cheese. And the structure is nice. I'm into it. Yeah. 10 out of 10. May never buy a cracker again. Hi. I'm tired. It's been a very work heavy kind of day, so I apologize that there's not too much more content than this, but that's the reality, friends. Like, I still have a job, and I have a child who's been home for way too many days. We're all going a bit stir crazy. I think I've mentioned that before, but like, we need to be able to leave, like, our house for a little bit. But those crackers, I know I mentioned it earlier, they were so good and they were so simple to make. At least something on this sourdough journey is successful. I think I killed my starter. I took advice from the internet. It was bad advice. I think it was bad advice. And I put my starter in my oven with the oven light on overnight. That's also how I killed the second loaf of, or second attempt at my loaf. It got too hot. Who knew how hot the oven light would get? But yeah, My starter was seemingly healthy, and now I fear she might be no longer with us. I'm trying to revive her. I'm not really sure how this, I've lost like my will to live, if I'm being honest. I want so badly to make sourdough, and I know I will prevail. She will eventually get where she needs to go. I'm impatient, and impatience with sourdough, not a great combo. It's just not, but anyway, I am actually still sat here. We finished eating. Kiddo's doing bedtime with dad right now. And I'm back at my desk to finish up some work. I'm so glad to have had some time to actually fully focus on these tasks. But like, it's very exhausting flipping from like trying to really focus and being pulled out to like go. I don't want to not spend any time with my kid all day long. So it's just, if you're a parent who's working at home with your child, you know the struggle that it is. But anyway, so that's literally gonna be it for me today. Just a lot of work and sourdough thoughts. I feel like that should be a sign hanging in my house somewhere at this point. I fear I have made it my whole personality, but that's okay. I will see you guys all again